I know people ask you about your favorite call of all time, but what's a sentimental call that you have that just will ring in your heart forever?
Well, the LeBron dunk was because when it came in a playoff game, it was an important game in the series. Kevin Garnett was the reigning defensive player of the year, and LeBron was just emerging onto the scene. He had been in the league a couple years, but he was really beginning to take hold as a young player. And he had this emphatic dunk over Garnett in a playoff game in Cleveland.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. 2K, DA, take it away.
Well, guys,
David, thanks for that. You know, GA, Che, no stranger to controversy.
And I can see the reasoning from both sides. I don't think Che tries to be a lightning rod for controversy, but he doesn't shy away from it either.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Teams deciding to change it up. Early on, Brent, what are some of the intangibles you look for in a team that may be taking the next step?
first of all, is the player who's returning that's shouldering most of the responsibility, is he any better than last season, Kevin? Has there been some growth in his game? Secondarily,
the great ones always grow.
They always do, and they're really sharp usually coming out of summertime, and they're ready to go. Second thing is, has the roster been tinkered with a little bit or tweaked a little bit to enhance what it is that the skill set of the star player is going to provide for their team throughout the next 8 months of the season?
Here's Best, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on an 11-2 run, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. There's a burst by Giannis.
Satoransky against Bledsoe. Satoransky looking around. 6 to shoot. From deep. That's tipped.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, and just dominating, controlling that spot.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Outside, Markkanen. Great D that time for Middleton.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bulls trail by 13. On the wing, Porter. To the paint, and they get it. Here's Best over Lopez, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential, and it wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
Pass to Satoransky. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's guarded by Markkanen.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Bucks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Here's Best, defended by Ilyasova. Gafford passes to Best. Here's Gafford. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Best passes to Satoransky. Here's Gafford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, easy call.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant, who play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. White, good.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the two guard. Bean passes to Best. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Giannis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Best. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. It'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Looking to end the run, and there's the nice layup by White. White's got 6.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. White the pass to Best. On the wing, Levine from about 19 feet. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, White. Back to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Porter kicks to White. Three-pointer. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the 2nd quarter. And stolen by White. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim. For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Best passes to Markkanen. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the 2nd quarter. Best passes to Markkanen. Count it. Markkanen's got 8.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Best. That's his first personal foul.
And here's Bledsoe. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Goes up on the block, and the nice bucket inside from Lopez. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bledsoe against Levine. Best passes to Markkanen. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Shots good by Middleton.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Best. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Milwaukee's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, in his rookie year, Dante DiVincenzo spent some time in the NBA and some time in the G League, and Brent got plenty of chances to learn on the fly.
DiVincenzo getting 27 games last year with the Milwaukee Bucks and a lot of experience in the G League. That's going to pay off, Kevin, as he's going to find out where it is that when he gets into the game, he's going to have the most confidence. Mike Budenholzer and the staff have a program for him, and he's sticking to it, and he's ready to go.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
White the pass to Best. To the paint. And the rejection by Giannis. Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. There's the pass to Giannis. Five on the clock. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Porter. Kick out to Levine. Over to the left wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Best over Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Marvin Williams. For Chicago, they had gone 6 of 11 from the line tonight. That free throw, no good. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Levine. And Zedaransky subbed in for White. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Williams. Matthews comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And Zedaransky kicks to Young. Pass to Valentine. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Matthews. Here's Best. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
The pass to Ilyasova. Bounce pass on to Kumbo. Passes to DiVincenzo. Floats it up for Giannis.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. With 1 on the clock, that shot misses. And so it's the Milwaukee. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. Foul.
Gotta pick up the intensity on D.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's. Chicago ends up going with the new group. We've got Young, Valentine out there with Zedaransky, and it's Best in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play. Almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Comes up empty down low. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 20-6 run. To the inside, Williams makes it off the glass. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Best. Lopez covering. Count it. Good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And Valentine over to help. Matthews passes to Lopez. Ilyasova. No one around him. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a good example of the scoring mentality that Ilyasova has. When the ball comes to him, the first thing he checks is if he can get a shot off.
Young left side. Inside. Lopez over to help. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Hill. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Brown is checked in for Williams.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Matthews. Best passes to Young. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Valentine. And he makes that one. Valentine's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Lopez. Good. Nice job down low.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Best. He's got 12. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Lopez. Matthews into the lane. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 8 points for Wesley Matthews.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Satoransky the pass to Best. Young on the follow. Young's got his first 2 points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Pass to Lopez. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by Best. Best's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Satoransky. Up and in on the layup. Satoransky's got 10 points.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
1:10 left in the third. Now here's Matthews. He's guarded close. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Bucks number 1.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Best. Lopez covering. Releases from 15, and the basket by Hutchison.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Outside Hill. And he banks in the layup. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, George Hill looked pretty good going to the rim that time, not thrown off stride, and he created a nice shot opportunity.
In the corner, Valentine with it. Pass to Best. And the pass to Satoransky. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Best can't hit.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
Shooting from Milwaukee.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Now here's Valentine. And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Defensively. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
He's making some changes here. Dunn outside. The shot. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Williams. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Best can't hit.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Dunn passes to Best. Now Murray. Passes it to Best. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
A different look for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez, and it's Brown in for Dante DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Hey, don't worry.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the 2nd time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Bulls making a change here. Young's checked in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his 5th personal foul.
And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talked a lot about Bud ball, and you add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. They really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless.
Doubled by Best. Now here's Korver. Defense right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Assist from Kyle Korver.
Lopez has gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Pass to Best. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, you would use... I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
He kicks it to Valentine. Pass to Best. Over Lopez. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Lopez has got 10 points in just the second half. The Bulls shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Murray kicks to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Best can't hit.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The pass to Dunn. Trying to end the drought. 2 points. That one goes.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Connaughton passes to Korver. Murray against Brown. Pass to Korver. The kick out to Williams. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down low, here's Best. Over Lopez. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Best. Now Korver. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. All right, bro. Peace.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring. Do you think that helped you become more of a leader overall?
I think you have to earn that over time. You have to prove you're consistent. Anybody can be a scorer, right? But it takes a lot more to be a leader. Honestly, I don't think I'm there yet.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.